boys and girls at Child's Play, it's Ms.Gina again. That's right, we're gonna finish up our Easter story today, pre-K. And there's the first part of this video, so if you haven't watched it, you need to watch it first. And then it tells you kind of what's on top of the egg carton and what you'll need to go on the inside. And there's 12 eggs. Now, boys and girls, if you have not got all of your numbers put on your eggs yet, you need to stop and do that right now, okay? And it really doesn't matter what color. We just go by colors in school just so that we can all keep up with who's making sure everybody's got the right egg. Okay, so it's 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I hope you could see that. And we had covered eggs 1 through 6, where Jesus had went into the city of Jerusalem for the Passover. They had put him on the cross. Judas had walked up and given him that kiss, and they had taken Jesus away, and they had put him on the cross at Golgotha, is what the hill's called. So let's say that in a daddy voice. Golgotha. Now in a mama voice. Golgotha. Now in a baby voice. Golgotha. And so they put Jesus on the cross, and they also put 2 thieves on the cross. That's right. And what are thieves, boys and girls? We've talked about that a little bit. Thieves are people who steal things. They take things that are not theirs, and they're not very nice people. But was Jesus a thief? No, Jesus hadn't done anything wrong. But one of the thieves said to Jesus while they were on the cross, he said, "If you're really Jesus, you could get us down from here." And the other thief said, "No." Said, "He really is Jesus." Said, "He's not done anything wrong." Said, "We've been bad. We deserve to be up here. We took things that wasn't ours." And he said, "Jesus, I believe that you're really God's son, and I'm sorry for all the bad things that I've ever done. Will you forgive me?" And do you know what Jesus, King of all kings, said, even though he was hurting so much? He said, "Today you will be with me in paradise." King of all kings told him, "Today you will be with me in paradise." And so I'm not sure where paradise is. Ms.Gina thinks it's heaven. It doesn't really matter. I just know that that's where Jesus and that thief is today. And that's where Ms.Gina's going to go one day. And while Jesus was on the cross, Jesus said, "I thirst." And so we're going to get egg number 8. We're going to take our sponge and put a little stick in it. I used a toothpick and just broke it. And they put that sponge on a stick. They dipped it into vinegar, and they put it up to Jesus' lip. Because Jesus said, "I thirst." Now, if you was really thirsty, boys and girls, you would not want vinegar to drink, because it makes your mouth pucker, and it tastes and smells horrible. Yes, not what you would want if you had been outside and was really, really thirsty. You would not want vinegar. So was they being nice to Jesus? No, they wasn't being nice to Jesus, and that makes Ms.Gina very sad. And they left Jesus on the cross, and they knew that he was going to have to be taken off soon. And so what they did was, there was a man named Joseph of Arimathea, and I'm hoping I'm saying that correct. Joseph of Arimathea and Nicodemus come, and we're in egg number 9 with our galls. They took Jesus' body off the cross, and they wrapped it in special cloth. It was a special material, and they wrapped it really tight, because that was what they did when somebody died back in these days. And then they took Jesus' body, and they put it, do you know where they put it? They put it in a tomb. Now, what's a tomb? A tomb is like a cave. It would be kind of like this, and you would have to cut out a big old door to go in the front of it to get Jesus in there. But they had put Jesus in that cave or tomb, and the Roman soldiers said, Jesus had said that we could kill him, but he's gonna rise again in 3 days. So what are we gonna do about this? We're gonna roll a big stone. So we're gonna get egg number 10. They rolled a big stone at the door, and they put 2 Roman soldiers there to guard him. And they said, "Ha! We have done away with Jesus now. He's in there. We've got an easy job." Yes, my work is easy, because there ain't no way nobody's going to come and roll that big old rock away. But you know what happened? During the middle of the night, there was an angel come, and there was kind of an earthquake, and it shook, and it rolled the stone away. And do you know what? When the Roman soldiers looked inside, oh, this is one of my favorite parts. When the Roman soldiers looked inside, do you know what was there? There was nothing in there but the cloth that they had wrapped Jesus up in. And the Roman soldiers said, oh, we are in trouble. Where did he go? And they were so scared. Well, early on Monday morning, Mary Magdalene, which was one of Jesus's friends, and Mary, the mother of Jesus, went walking to the tomb. And they were wondering, how was they going to get that big old stone rolled away so that they could go in and put special spices on Jesus's body, because that's what they did back then. And that was kind of the way that they fixed their bodies. When they got to the tomb, do you know what had happened? They saw that the rock had been rolled away. Mary said, where is he? And she went inside, and do you know what Mary saw? She saw an angel. And do you know what the angel said? Don't be afraid. Go and tell the disciples and Peter that Jesus is alive. He's in Galilee. They need to go and see him. And so Mary, she ran as fast as she could. She ran. Oh, and she told the disciples. Oh, guess what? Jesus is alive. He's alive. And they said, Mary, no, he's not. She said, come see. And so the disciples, they ran as fast as they could. And they looked in the tomb, and there was nobody there. So they went back to Galilee where Jesus had told them to wait. And do you know what? Jesus appeared to them. He was alive! He was alive! It was the best part of the story. They thought they had did away with my Jesus, but they didn't. He was alive, and that, boys and girls, is why we celebrate Easter. Jesus got to walk on earth about another 40 days. Remember, let's count by tens. 10, 20, 30, 40. He walked on earth another 40 days. He cooked breakfast for his disciples, and he told his disciples, he gave them some directions to follow. He said, I'm going to have to go away. He said, I'm going up into heaven to my Father. So we've done a heart on here. You can do a picture of Jesus, and he's going to go up into the clouds. And that's what he did. He went up to heaven. And do you know what Jesus is doing there today? Oh, this is another part of my favorite. He is building mansions. Do you know what mansions are? Mansions are like big houses. And he's building big houses for everybody that believes that he's really Jesus. And you know what? You don't have to have any money to get into the mansion. But you can only go when Jesus says it's time. And I'm sure Jesus has lots of work for all of us to do here. Boys and girls, this is why we really celebrate Easter. It's not changed since Ms.Gina was a little girl. It's not changed since my grandparents was a little girl. And it won't change when you're old men and women. This story will stay the same. And I want you to keep these eggs with you forever. When you go off to college, I want you to take them with you so you can tell the Easter story. Now that you know the Easter story, and that Easter's not just about bunnies and those chocolate Easter bunnies and the new dresses, it's your job to tell people about Easter and to teach them what the Bible really says. You guys are so smart. Ms.Gina is so proud of you. And it is such a blessing to get to teach your kids in chapel. And I hope that a lot of people will watch this because the story of Jesus needs to go out, not just to our kids, but to our adults and to everybody. I am not worthy to teach this story, but I am willing. Jesus does not call the perfect people to do his work. He calls the people who are willing. And I really believe that that's why he left me here. So I hope you enjoyed the story, boys and girls. I hope you have the best Easter ever and know that Ms.Gina loves you to the moon and back. Bye, guys.